Dr. Elaine Vowell is back answering your dental-related questions. This person's asking, I have a 40-year-old stainless steel crown on a bottom back tooth, and it's beginning to separate from the gum with age. Is it possible to remove the crown and replace it with a porcelain one?
First of all, amazing work that was done. I'm glad that you had some quality dentistry that you got 40 years out of. That is exceptional. Absolutely, you are right with age. Your gum tissue recedes and that crown will start to look like it's pulling away from the tooth. The good news is porcelains are now pretty much the standard of care. The different porcelain materials available to make crowns are fantastic. So absolutely go see your dentist, and yes, you can have a beautiful porcelain crown made.
Okay. How can I keep my dentures stain free? I drink a lot of hot tea daily and the tablets don't seem to work.
That's a tricky one. With age, it can be tricky to keep a denture stain free. The soaps at night are wonderful, and they are wonderful usually for the first few years. After multiple years, you almost get a little bit of porosity to those dentures. I would say either limit the colors that you drink. Again, I'm not telling you to chug your red wine for Valentine's Day, but drinking it in a shorter setting versus sipping it through multiple hours would be beneficial, or going to your dentist to see if it's time for that denture to be relined.
Okay. What about charcoal toothpaste? Are there any benefits to that?
I would be cautious of charcoal toothpaste. There is nothing wrong with charcoal per se. The difficulty of charcoal is it's very abrasive. It was never meant to be used as a daily toothpaste, and especially not a daily toothpaste twice a day, every day. Kind of like taking a fine piece of sandpaper to the floor. No big deal if you rub it a little bit now and then, it's not going to damage your hardwood floors. But if you were to take that same sandpaper and every day, twice a day, rub the same spot, you're going to cause damage. Enamel is very strong, but enamel is very thin, and you can actually wear away that enamel if you're using charcoal all the time, twice a day, every day. So I'd say if you have that too, great. Use it before you have a date night on Valentine's Day, but it should be your everyday care.
Gotcha. Okay. This person wants to know about water flossers. Can you use traditional floss, or a water flosser? Is one better than the other?
There's a little controversy on this. I really believe whatever you use regularly is the best for you. I'm a proponent of string floss because it's inexpensive, it's easy, it's time proven. But no, water flossers, water picks, they're great tools, especially for individuals. I'll pick on the Super Bowl Sunday coming up. 6'7" men with huge fingers may not be able to get that floss all the way to those back teeth, in which case a water flosser or water pick might be a better tool.
All right, what about toothpicks? I know lots of people who use those and swear by that instead of flossing.
A well-used toothpick can be as effective as floss. And I'm not being silly. If you prefer toothpicks, take them with you to your next visit and have a discussion with your hygienist. They are wonderful individuals, and they can maybe show you some tricks to kind of get in the back a little bit better. Toothpicks can be effective tools. However, used inappropriately, you can damage your gum tissue.
Okay. If I have braces, should I be eating candy?
No. I'm so sorry. I wish I had a good one for this. If you have clear aligners, of course, take the clear aligners out. If you have traditional braces that are brackets, eating candy, especially the sticky or hard candies, are a good way to see your orthodontist a little bit more frequently than you want.
Someone's asking, is it customary to adjust the bite to fit a new crown, or vice versa?
Absolutely. That's probably the most common complication of the new crown. With random piece of trivia, your jaw joint is the only bone in the entire body that crosses the midline and will rotate on two hinges. So you have three-dimensional movement of your jaw. So normally with a new crown, your dentist is going to check your bite and just have you open and close, and that gives you a very good approximation, but it won't get you to perfect. You'll find as soon as you're eating something chewy, like a nice piece of French bread or something a little tougher, your jaw makes a 360 motion, and you'll find a little spot that doesn't feel quite right. No big deal. Your dentist will happily get you in. They'll adjust it. And normally it only takes 1 or 2 extra visits when you have these problems, and then they're resolved.
Okay, we've got less than a minute. Someone's asking, can whitening help with a tooth that needs a root canal?
No, unfortunately not. A root canal is when the nerve dies inside the tooth. When that happens, often the tooth becomes very dark. The only treatment is to remove the dead tissue from inside the tooth. And if you want to change the color, most often a porcelain restoration will be the best way to improve that.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for not telling us we're not allowed to eat chocolate. You gave us a good, healthy way to do it. We appreciate that.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I hope everybody gets chocolates over the next week.
All right, if you missed any of this, it's going to be in the Two Wants to Know section of our website.